couple months ago, friends of ours who own beef cows had some cattle, and so this cattle, they're starting to have babies a couple months ago, and our youngest daughter, all of us, but really our youngest daughter especially, loves to go see the cows when they're having babies and after the babies have been born. And anyway, there's two of these calves that had a bacteria that entered in to their system through their umbilical cord after they were born. Apparently calves are vulnerable at that time. They've got an open wound there, and potentially this bacteria can cause some issues. In particular, it goes after the joints of the body, and if uncared for, it actually proves to be fatal in these calves. And so I've grown up on a farm all my life. I've been around animals. My first thought was, well, that's too bad, but life on the farm, things live, things die, things, we move forward. We try not to get too worked up about each one, because it just, there's so many things that happen that it can just weigh you down. And but our youngest was who's 11, like I said, and she was so wanted to go see these calves. And it's funny because she's been watching a lot of vet movies, a lot of vet documentaries or sitcoms or whatever you want to, TV series. And so we go and we see this calf, and it doesn't look good. Even our friends even said it probably has a 10% chance of survival. But my daughter really wanted to help care for it. I was trying to talk her out of it because I felt like it was potential heartbreak for her. And also part of me just didn't see it as my problem. I saw it as our friends, farming, just the reality. It's a loss, and it's a revenue expense deal. And my daughter didn't see it that way though. And so as a dad, I just thought, okay, you want to care for this animal? Let's care for this animal. Let's have conversations about what potentially could happen. And well, we went and we cared for wounds. We wrapped, we squeezed the fluid out of the joints, and we helped give shots and helped give pills and helped feed. And just me as a dad watching this, my daughter, her heart and care for this animal who, without any help, wasn't going to make it. It started to change my life, because I guess the Lord started working in me and started to show me the value of life in a new way. Because I started to realize that if I didn't value the life of this calf, that potentially my understanding of life and value of life as a whole could be incomplete. It could be skewed. And our God is a God of life. And so as I watched this compassion and this heart of an 11-year-old child reach out to an animal that needed help, reach out to a creature that needed help, I just started to look at that as, Lord, what am I doing when I see life creation in need? And so I actually invited our friends to place the calf in our care, and so we could be near it, so that we could care for it and love it. And we named it Tilly, and now our friends have given it a 50-50 chance of survival. And I guess I wanted to share this because I think it relates to us as people. It relates to us in the circumstances that we're in. I mean, I think about, so as you know, obviously the animals and humans are different in I think in the value of them on this earth and in God's eyes. But the one thing that isn't different, I believe, is how we value life. If we take a lesson from this child and we see an opportunity where if we don't enter in, things won't get better. If we don't enter in, there's going to be struggle. If we don't enter in, life may not be what is the end result. I think we're missing our calling. And so I guess I was challenged as I'm working. We work with kids and Young Life, and we work with, our motto is every kid everywhere. I was just challenged with, are we reaching every kid everywhere? In what areas of our lives and our ministry are we missing that? And I thought, well, so God has been working in me in this, and I just thought, I just wanted to ask all of you too, is who's your Tilly? What's your Tilly? What in your life is, or what have you seen, or areas around you, or people around you, or where can you enter into and bring about life, nurture life? I can't speak for everyone. I don't know what those areas or who those people are, but I just want to encourage you that I think we need to be looking towards that. It might be a ministry, it might be an area that that you need to step into. You're like, I feel like that's something that will promote life. I want to invest in that with my life or my finances or my time. It might be people, it might be a person. But I just want to encourage you, take a lesson from an 11-year-old. Let's have compassion for all life. Let's have compassion for those that need a hand to be helped up, because we received that. John 1:14, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. God came down and entered into our neighborhood, entered into our muck and mire, and showed us and helped us see and experience life, and life full and abundant. I hope this helps. I hope it gives you something to think about. But I just need to share it because it's something God's been doing in my life and working in me.